State Legislative Committee is worried Montana faces a dire situation over its budget, and MTN's Jonathan Ambarian says there's still disagreement on just how deep the hole could get.
The State Revenue and Transportation Interim Committee considered two key questions in its meeting Thursday morning. How did Montana's tax revenues fall so short of expectations, and will that issue continue in the coming years? A combination of lower than expected revenues and skyrocketing firefighting costs has left the state general fund balance far below initial estimates. Governor Steve Bullock's office says the balance has fallen enough to trigger mandatory 10% budget cuts for state agencies.
I don't think that the gravity of the situation should be dismissed.
Legislative fiscal analysts say the biggest reason for the lower revenues is individual income taxes, which fell $70 million below HJ2, the legislature's revenue estimate. Analysts say there is still a great deal of uncertainty in what the next 2 years will bring. They say it's still possible that a jump in tax revenues could bring the state close to the original projections.
While I'm not advocating that HJ2 is the number anybody should use right now, I'm also advocating that you may not want to dismiss it entirely.
But Bullock's budget director, Dan Villa, says economic conditions make it unlikely for the state to achieve that kind of growth.
Is it possible? Yes. Is it plausible? Absolutely not.
Villa says the initial budget estimates set unrealistic goals, and the state will have to make adjustments.
What we're facing now is something that we will have to wrestle with over the long term.
In the end, the committee members agreed the budget situation may be serious enough for the governor's office to make the proposed cuts.
I don't think we heard from anybody who came to the microphone that the budget projections were anything other than what they are, which is a dire situation.
In Helena, Jonathan Ambarian, MTN News.
Today's hearing focused only on the governor's revenue estimates, not on the proposed cuts. The Legislative Finance Committee will weigh in on those cuts in a meeting next month. Villa says Bullock will make a final decision on the cuts after receiving the committee's recommendation.